Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a girl talk video. So sit back, relax, you can take notes if you want because I'm going to be sharing with you the only tips that you need to know on how to smell good down there. But before we get into this video, I have a big surprise for you guys. So I am actually giving away $100 in this video, and all you guys have to do is follow my personal Instagram at AudreyVictoriaX, follow my brand's Instagram at OddGlowBeauty, and yes, I am releasing skincare products very soon, so stay tuned for that. And then finally, comment below your favorite tip that I share with you guys in this video, along with your Instagram handle. In each of the next 10 videos that I upload after this that are unsponsored, I'm gonna be doing the same exact giveaway. There's gonna be a bunch of you guys winning $100, so stay tuned for that. And we just hit 400,000 subscribers. I am so grateful, so I just wanna give back to you guys. Anyway, enough of my rambling, let's get into the video. My number one tip for you guys is to regularly change your underwear. So in order to keep that area smelling fresh, for me, I change my underwear at least every 12 hours. There is so much bacteria that can build up down there. So if you're wearing underwear for like 24 plus hours, especially if you're sweating or if it's hot out, all that's gonna do is create a breeding ground for bacteria, and that is definitely gonna make that area smell. So to just keep everything smelling fresh and feeling fresh, make sure that you are always wearing clean underwear. So my next step, first of all, is to have a big collection of underwear so that you don't have to do laundry every day. That's an exaggeration. But this tip is to use unscented, gentle laundry detergent. So the one that I use, I actually found from the EWG website. And this is a website that tells you like all of the best non-toxic, safe beauty products, household products, and stuff like that. So I came across this laundry detergent. It's called Attitude, and it's extra gentle, fragrance-free, hypoallergenic. I use that laundry detergent to wash my underwear because I don't want any heavy scents on my underwear whatsoever. So although it may sound counterintuitive, the reality is that if you use products down there that are heavily scented, you are going to increase your risk of getting an infection, which can make down there smell really, really bad. And I know a lot of you guys are probably thinking, how can you use like a mild, gentle, fragrance-free detergent to wash your underwear? Don't you need to use something more heavy duty to keep them super clean? Well, the good thing about this laundry detergent is that yes, it's gentle, yes, it's fragrance-free, but it completely cleans my underwear. And I meant to bring this up at the beginning of the video, but a huge thing to keep in mind is that sometimes a smelly downstairs can be indicative of a problem, like some sort of infection. So just make sure that you stay on top of that. Just give your doctor a call, go in for an appointment if you sense or smell that something isn't right. So my next tip is to wear cotton underwear. 100% cotton is moisture wicking, which basically means that it's gonna help to keep your downstairs area dry. Versus if you wear underwear made of like nylon or spandex or whatever other material, it's going to build up the moisture, and that is just going to make that area smell. And you don't even have to wear underwear that is 100% cotton, as long as the little piece of fabric that goes right around that area that's on like all of our underwear, as long as that piece is cotton, that is all that matters. Now my next tip is only if you shower at night, and this is to not wear underwear to bed. So the reason why I say that this tip applies to people who shower at night is because I personally wouldn't want to go to sleep in my nice clean bed with like a dirty body or like a dirty down there area. So I always shower before I go to bed. But the reason why I sleep without underwear and how this applies to smelling good down there is because even if you wear underwear that's 100% cotton, there's going to be some sort of moisture buildup, especially if you are someone like me who tends to get hot at night, especially now that I'm in my third trimester. I don't even sleep with a blanket over me because I get so hot. So if I were to wear underwear to bed, there would just be so much moisture and sweat building up in that area. And all that would do would make it smell bad. To keep down there smelling good, it's also a really good idea to keep some extra clean underwear with you in your purse whenever you go out. It's not like I change my underwear like every 5 minutes when I leave my apartment. It just gives me peace of mind when I go out, knowing that if I happen to get sweaty down there, if it just like feels gross and uncomfortable, then I just have an extra clean, dry pair of underwear that I can go into the bathroom and change into. Also, if you're out and you're just feeling uncomfortable down there, it may be because, as I've been mentioning, it's like getting kind of sweaty or just, I don't know, it just smells weird. And that can just be a breeding ground for bacteria, which can make that area smell even worse. Carrying extra underwear that are clean and dry, that just really helps to avoid any type of yucky feeling or yucky smell that you may get when you are out in public. So my next tip is quite possibly my favorite tip out of this entire video at the moment, and that is that the proper wording? My favorite tip in this video right now are these flushable cleansing cloths. So I mentioned before that it's important to use products that are fragrance free down there because it can cause an infection. However, when I purchased these, I did not realize that they were scented. The next time that I get wipes for down there, I'm gonna make sure that they're fragrance free. But for now, these work perfectly fine for me and my body. So I literally only use them once a day maximum, sometimes once every other day. And I use them when I need to freshen up or after I've used the bathroom. And basically it's like taking a mini shower in the middle of the day. Especially in the summer now that it's really hot. It's really easy for moisture to build up down there. In the middle of the day, if I'm feeling gross, I'll just clean up with one of these and it just makes me feel really fresh and it makes the area smell really fresh and clean as well. So I will link those below as well as everything else that I mentioned in this video. Now let's move on to how I clean that area in order to keep it smelling good. But before we get into this part of the video, I just want to put a disclaimer out there that the products I'm about to share with you guys work perfectly fine for me, but I'm well aware that everyone's sensitivity to products is going to vary. So just be careful if you're going to try out some of the things that I use. Maybe do a test patch at first. With that being said, let's assume that all of the products work perfectly fine for you. Here is how I clean that area to keep it smelling nice and fresh. For the soap I use, I literally just use unscented castile soap and water. So in this bottle, there's probably like 2 tablespoons of castile soap and the rest is just water. The reason for that is because castile soap is extremely strong, but if you use it in a diluted solution like this, that's diluted enough, it is an amazing, gentle soap to use on your body to clean areas of your skin that are sensitive. My mantra when it comes to cleaning that area is that less is more. They sell so many different products that you can use to clean down there that claim to make it smell good. As long as you're cleaning it with a fragrance-free soap that is mild, that's gonna do the trick. I really only spend like 10 seconds cleaning down there when I'm in the shower, and then I rinse it off, and that alone just keeps everything smelling fresh and feeling fresh. And by the way, the reason why my mantra is less is more is because if you go hard cleaning that area, you might mess up the pH balance and you might get an infection, and that is going to make that area smell really bad. So it's actually going to have the complete opposite effect that you had intended. This next tip goes without saying, but please do not wash inside of your down there. I don't even know what to say because I feel like this is so obvious, but it is self-cleaning. It does not need your help. Cleaning inside can really increase your risk of getting, for example, a yeast infection. Now that I just went on this huge rant about how it's important to not use fragrances down there to keep that area smelling good and how it's important to not over clean it, I do have a few scented products that I use to keep that area smelling good, but there is a catch. So I don't use any of these products on my downstairs. I use them on my inner thigh area. So first of all, to clean my inner thighs, I use this Dove body wash for sensitive skin. This has a very light scent, but it does smell really good. It doesn't irritate my skin. It is hypoallergenic. And you may be saying, I thought you said not to use any scented products. Well, I don't use this down there at all. I only use it on my inner thighs. And I have found that that gives that area enough fragrance to add a little bit of a nice scent down there without actually having this product touch the skin on my lady parts, because if it did, then that would potentially irritate my skin there. And then I also really like to use this Tree Hut Shea Sugar Scrub. So if you guys are frequent viewers of my channel, you already know that I am obsessed with Tree Hut body scrubs. It just has a very nice subtle scent, and when I use it on my inner thighs, it just adds a nice, you know, fragrance to that area without irritating the skin. Also, make sure that you are thoroughly drying down there after you get out of the shower, because obviously, as I have been repeating throughout this entire video, if that area has a lot of moisture buildup, it's going to be a breeding ground for bacteria growth, and that's just going to make that area smell really bad. Now, my last tips are some foods to include into your diet, foods to avoid, and a certain recreational activity that you should avoid in order to smell good down there. But before I get into those last 3 tips, I just want to point out that there is a possibility that, I don't want to use the word overreacting, but there's a possibility that you may not smell as bad as you think you do down there. It may not be as big of an issue as you think it is. You may be more critical of your scent, so just be aware of that. Don't like get too down on yourself if it smells, you know, because other people may not think that it smells as bad as you think it does. Here are some foods that you should include into your diet in order to promote a good smelling V. Try to eat lots of fruits and vegetables. Everyone always says eat pineapple. I don't really know like if that's a thing. I mean, people say it's a thing, so maybe it does make that area smell good, but I just feel like eating lots of fresh fruits and just eating healthy in general is just going to help your body to be healthy, and it's going to give you a nice scent. Also, make sure that you drink a lot of water. In terms of foods to avoid, I would say the main 2 foods, or 3 foods: asparagus, garlic, and red meat. Asparagus, because for some people, asparagus can actually make your, I don't want to get demonetized, so I'm just going to call it your number 1. It can make that just smell really bad. Garlic, I've just heard that that's, for some people, can make that area smell kind of funky. And then red meat, the same goes for that. That can give people like a really not pleasant body odor. You know, I'm not saying that avoiding those 3 foods altogether is going to cure the scent, but it definitely doesn't hurt to try. And then finally, the last tip that I have for you guys, I'm just gonna go right out and say it: don't smoke cigarettes. I don't even know why I have to say this. It's 2020 and there's just so much research that says just how bad it is for your overall health and also the health of those around you, because secondhand smoke is also horrible. I don't smoke cigarettes. However, I am aware that when there is someone who smokes cigarettes, even if they shower completely, wash their hair, wear new clothes, I feel like there's just a scent of cigarettes that just comes out of their pores. And I can only imagine like how that would impact down there. I'm sure it does not help whatsoever. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I just got through this video. I didn't mention this in the beginning, but I filmed this before and then I went to go edit the footage and I was not in focus. So I really hope that I was in focus in this video. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. And again, if you guys want to enter the giveaway, make sure to follow my personal Instagram at AudreyVictoriaX, follow my brand's Instagram at OddGlowBeauty, and comment below your favorite tip that I shared with you guys in this video along with your IG handle. Thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for 400,000 subscribers. I love all of you. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will talk to you guys next time.